Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, it's going to be an interesting week. It has been an interesting week, but hey, it's just you and me right now. We haven't come together yet this week, so here we are for this interesting time. We're going to look at your energy, your motives, your friend's energy, your friend's motives, your foe's energy, and your foe's motives. So we're going to do that with the Divine Animal Oracle deck. Divine animal spirit, divine animal, the spirit of these animals. It's very important to state that. And then I think we'll go to the Book of Shadows Tarot, Volume 1, for this reading for you, Scorpio. Should go without saying, but we're going to say it anyways. This is a general message. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, I'm glad we're able to connect. If it does not, hopefully the next time, Scorpios. All right, I'm going to pull out your energy first, and as I said, your motives, your friend's energy and your friend's motives, and your foe's energy and your foe's motives. This can be you on a good day as well, and you on a bad day too. I am, though, asking for some type of energy outside of you, but it's up to Spirit on how it's delivered. You are, well, your leadership right now. The time is now to step forward and lead in your own life. Lead by inspiration, not force. Kind of giving me this feeling like you're standing with a group of people and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. It's giving me almost like a boat that got shipwrecked. A boat that got shipwrecked, and nobody's doing anything right. Nobody, like, oh gosh. And you're thinking, you know what? We can't stay here where we are on the beach. There's too much wind. There's too much exposure to the elements. We need to get in. We need to find some. And it's like, instead of telling these people, like, okay, everybody, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to go do. And here I go. Anyone wants to come along? Great. Otherwise, bye. And I want to say, everyone could just continue to stand on the beach and go, I don't know what the fuck they're going. Where they, and then, you know, somebody wanders into the forest, into the jungle a few weeks later, and they come across you and they go back to the beach and they tell people, do you know they built like a little cabin and they're living where there's fresh water and there's fruit, and you're like, yep, no. Then everybody comes. I don't know why I'm saying it. It's almost like, so there could be even some sort of delay in, you know, people recognizing how you are taking control over your life. But okay, what are your motives here? Oh, sacrifice. Well, isn't that quite the leader? All worthwhile things mean we must sacrifice something. Don't choose to be a martyr, though, right? All will be well. Offer to something bigger than yourself. Wow, that's really powerful. Okay, so you're the kind of leader here that you wouldn't, it's going to fall into a work situation, but it doesn't have to be. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because now I'm seeing some friends, if you want to do this, on a bridge and they're going to bungee jump, okay? And you could be terrified as shit, like just terrified, shitless of heights. But you can see other people who are also kind of nervous, and you're not going to let your own fears. It's almost like, okay, I'll go first. I'll go first. I'll do it. And it's almost like you're facing your own fears first to show other people that it's okay. There is a sense of sacrifice there because whoever goes first, I guess they're testing to make sure the bungee cord works okay, right? Ooh. Okay, what's your friend's energy? Peace. Well, that's very nice. Is a position of strength to seek peace, restraint. Oh, lead by example. Well, aren't you two interesting? You lead by inspiration and lead by example. Do you like put out inspiring ideas and then this person says, okay, let's do it? Wow, that could be a really interesting dynamic. Don't judge a book by its cover. Also, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, the friend's energy is very nice. What's the friend's motives here? Oh, it's beautiful. Reciprocity. I really like you and your friend. I'm just going to say your energy is just amazing and beautiful. You'll be a leader here, but you're also not going to just take on the fact that, yeah, I get to tell everybody what to do, or I'm going to take control over the situation and it's my way or the highway. You understand that there is some type of bigger sacrifice that comes with being the leader here. It's not always easy peasy. It's not always going to be what you want it to be. Sometimes it might be something that you don't want it to be, but it is in the highest good of the whole group as opposed to yourself. That's like your energy. Now, your friend here wants peace. Must give in. So, but then we get into the motive is reciprocity, which is beautiful. We must give and take. If we make a mistake, we must make an amends. Learn to communicate with others. There may be a breakdown of communication. Oh, that's interesting. So this friend, I don't know, this could be a friend who wants to bring peace here, and they're going to be the one who actually does it though. Lead by example. This is somebody actually taking the steps to do something here. Could be some sort of kind gesture that you've done, or even some type of sacrifice that you've made. And it feels like to me that this energy that's coming across as your friend, I maybe even wants to reciprocate in terms of seeing the sacrifice that is made. And it's just for peace. To make peace. I kind of like it because it's almost like I'm seeing someone who's sitting surrounded by the coconuts. Coconuts on a deserted island. Well, it's not deserted because all these other people came and they're all staying down by the beach. And it's kind of like you've made a sacrifice, right? To go into the woods or the jungle on your own is, I guess is inspiring, but that is also a sacrifice because now you have limited resources in terms of human power around you to help. And right? I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing somebody who comes forward to you. Two leaders, one who will inspire and maybe even inspire through sacrifice. And then this individual, right? They are your friend. They come in peace. This person wants to pave peace. This person, I want to say to help you out, maybe in this leadership role. Okay, what's up with the foe? The foe is in a cycle right now. The foe is in a cycle. Live like the cycles of nature and you will rarely be disappointed. Seek balance. Plants cannot blossom all of the time. Be patient. Okay, I feel like the energy of the foe right now is just maintaining the status quo and perhaps even digging into patience here. Finding patience. Peace. Your foe is trying to... Oh. Well, I said that. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, we'll see how that develops. We'll see with the tarot if there are cards that kind of like repeats. Okay, so the foe is peace, but what is the motive of the foe? Transformation. Allow the true constant of transformation. Learn from the past. We can only change ourselves, not others. Do not judge others too quickly. I feel like the foe and the friend are the same person. Yeah. There it is. They totally are. Because I said it. It's like their energy is peace. And what does it say on the, well, it does say some things here on the back. At the bottom it says, don't judge a book by its cover. Right? That's their energy. That's the friend's energy. And the foe is their motive here is not to judge others too quickly. I was just very curious. We can only change ourselves, not others. I want to say there's something going on with your foe who's trying to change their perspective. Now, you know, to what degree of intensity this could be, it's kind of hard with tarot and oracle. I don't know. And this could literally be someone that you had a simple misunderstanding with, or maybe it's not too simple, or who knows. I do kind of feel, I'm inclined to feel that the foe and the energy and the friend are the same person. And that this is somebody who wants to make amends. It could also be someone who is seeing that you've made some type of a sacrifice here, and you're quite inspiring. So, right? And maybe this person had the wrong impression about you in the past. Oh, like in the upright. It's the learning work. Learning work. It's the sacred ibis and the cosmic beaver. It's my cosmic beaver there. Okay, the sacred ibis, it's learning. Acquiring wisdom takes time. Well, now that's interesting too, because I feel like there's something here where somebody has judged you too quickly. Somebody has judged you way too quickly. Everyone has wisdom inside them. Not everyone chooses to use it. That could be the friend / enemy. Be patient as you learn. And then the beaver, the work. To love your work is a gift. Find balance in work and rest. Align your work with your purpose. Someone might be trying to micromanage you. Time to be your own boss. That's a question at the bottom. Time to be your own boss. Maybe, maybe this is something that has gone on with you in a workspace in some way. That could definitely, we're talking about leadership here, two different types of leadership. One that leads through inspiration. And this inspiration, I feel like, is through some type of a sacrifice. And another who leads by example. They're so similar, though. I feel like I'm splitting hairs on that. Right? There's something funny about this reading. Because maybe it's all you. I don't know. It could be. It could be you on your better day and you on your worst day. Because even the connection here between leadership exists between your energy and the friend. And then the connection between peace and don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge others too quickly are also obviously connected. And did you do one of those? It's all about you in this one, Scorpio. You're like, I don't know about nobody else. Me when I'm my best friend, and me when I'm my worst enemy. Okay, your energy is leadership. Yule. Oh, the death card. How interesting. Maybe you've taken a step down from leadership, or you've taken a break, or you're kind of like bringing new life. To whatever side of this process, because death is death and birth with this card. So there's something here that has kind of fallen away, but it is rising up again. And that's in your leadership. See, I feel like it's something within you that is rising up again, because it says on the back of this card, the time is now to step forward and lead your own life. What's the sacrifice? Oh my God, the 10 of Cups. Feeling happiness within the group. Isn't it funny? It's so similar to the example I gave of being on the island and, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to go into the woods. Is anyone coming with me? And no. It almost felt like, no. I just feel like a lot, I guess I would say, because it almost feels like the group is lost and confused. And because of that, they're not sure what the right options are. But your motives is sacrifice happiness. Shit. Oh yeah, and the death card is you, isn't it? What's going on here? Your friend's energy is peace. The mother of air, the mother of swords. That's very interesting. It's almost as if that seems like a very logical. That's the logical thing to do. That's the logical approach to have here. To find restraint, to lead by example. Somebody who's using their mind over their heart. So, okay, this is going to be an interesting discussion. I don't know if this has been philosophically debated or decided on, or scientifically debated and decided on. But I think I just answered my question, because I was going to say, where do the feelings of, where do the feelings of anger, grudges, like that kind of, those kind of like lower feelings that we can have towards people, where they come from our heart space. I mean, as I described, they're a feeling. They're not a thought. So your friend is getting past feelings, I would say. Your friend's energy is getting past feelings here, because it doesn't make sense. And there could be, right? Because sometimes there are very logical explanations if you've had some type of a falling out with another person. And it's important to, I would say, probably like look at the reasons behind that and see them clearly. Right? I think it's Jess Puckett. I love her to death. Her stuff is a little different lately, though. But anyways, I think I've heard her say this. I don't know if she coined the phrase. Maybe not, but that's where I've heard it, so I'm going to give her due credit. Your feelings are not facts. I love that. I really do. And that is really how this friend's energy is coming across with the Queen of Swords. Your feelings are not facts. And so because of that, I come in peace. I think, it takes a pretty big person to be able to do that as well, because our feelings can often override us, which is also making me think of another phrase that was just, I saw it in the show Lost that I've been binge watching. And one of the characters, Benjamin, did a really dumb, bad thing. And he was questioned by someone about it. And he basically said, sometimes intelligent, what was it? Like sometimes intelligent and balanced leadership is compromised by irrational feelings, right? Like, that's not the quote exactly, but it's basically the gist of that. Because those two things that I've said there, that is exactly, well, it is the friend's energy getting past that. It's like looking at leadership and my feelings are not facts. I love my feelings are not facts. Okay, so the motives of reciprocity, the Book of Shadows, the Hierophant, commitment. I feel like there's a friend that comes towards you in some type of commitment. Now, with the tarot cards, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like this is not necessarily your energy, which is really interesting because these energies have really strong similarities. Now, here's the other thing that I'm going to put forward is a lot of times the people that we are most like, we often will have the greatest difficulties with, because we all have aspects of ourselves that are not perfect and that we may not even like. And one of the challenges I feel, it's in one of these cards, that is a really kind of an interesting way of looking at it. When there's something about yourself that you don't like or you're not happy with, you have two choices. You can either choose to change it, or I didn't mean to do that, or choose to change it, or choose to accept it, right? Those are your two choices. And those are the two most logical choices, because if you don't make either of those choices, it's going to be something that when you see it in other people, it could set you off. It could make you angry. It could make it difficult to get along with those people, because it's something that you've decided that you don't want to face or you don't want to think about. But if it's something that you see in yourself, you're like, it's not great, but I accept it. It's me, whatever. And then when you see that in another person, I want to say it probably cultivates understanding, because I've accepted it in myself. I know why I have it. I know why I'm like this. Changing it at this point, I don't see that happening, but I accept that I am this. So I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going with that because I'm actually feeling that these are three separate. Now, I feel more strongly that your energy is yours. Okay. And I don't necessarily feel like it's the friend or the foe, but I feel like the friend and the foe could be the same person. Yeah. So there are times where intelligent, and maybe this is part of it too, like maybe you're going through something here with that whole idea, right? My feelings are not facts, and there are moments in time where intelligent and fair leadership is compromised by irrational feelings. Okay, so the foe, is in cycles. The energy of the foe, oh, so it's a long fucking cycle. Jesus Christ. I think your foe's tied up here. Maybe your foe's, like, that's also kind of like a boundary card. Your foe's tired. Your foe is tired. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like, too, that things haven't been growing for your foe. Plants cannot blossom all the time. Be patient. Wow. Oh, I feel bad for the foe. But anyways. Okay, transformation. Oh, is there motives? Maybe this person has been too quickly to judge. Again, it could be falling into, oh, but transitioning, that the foe is turning into someone that would be your friend. Now, I know y'all are going to go, come, Scott, person, no, that person is a narcissist, that person's a psychopath, or that person, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I like, is there anyone out there who in any way can like build bridges with people? Come on, guys. Stop. I understand this narcissist. I have had some in my life and I don't deal with them anymore. Not every fucking person is a narcissist. Anyways, so, because as a reader, working with God, I would like to say, I bring that energy in every day. God does not want us building fucking walls indefinitely. He doesn't. She doesn't. Okay, and so I like this energy. Don't get mad at me for liking it. Don't get mad at me for liking the idea of peace. You want to continue to have conflict? Have fucking conflict, whatever. You got Mars, I got Mars, I'm Mary's man. So like, just manage it. Okay. Allow the true constant of transformation. I feel like your foe is transforming here, and I feel like it's likely how they've looked at people. There's something about how they've judged people. Maybe these judgments are based on an upbringing. You know, like people, everybody has got, we all have judgment within us. And we all have the ability to also be wrong. Wrong in those judgments, because what we've grown up in or what we have experienced is not necessarily what the entire, well, it's not. It is not what the entire world is out there to be. I feel like your foe is transforming, and I feel like maybe your foe is affected more emotionally or allowed their thoughts to be affected emotionally. And maybe this is also someone who maybe tried to change others. Because if it's, I'm not going to say that your foe doesn't have a problem here. I feel like they do. I would like to think, and I feel like the cards are supporting it, that the foe is turning into the friend. This may not be something that is possible right now. Maybe this is something that happens in a few years. It's better to have more friends than enemies in life. Again, so I'm just putting it out there, but you use your discernment, because yes, sometimes some of you are dealing with narcissists and it's not your reading. It is. We can only change ourselves, not others. That is, a narcissist would never have that thought. Never. So again, this is not your reading. If that's, if the foe could change into the friend. I'm going to learn from the past. I understand how I have judged others in the past, and I have judged them too quickly. So interesting. I love the development in, oh yes, I haven't pulled a card for it. So, wow, strength. It is called spellcasting. No. So maybe some of you be careful with that. Is a strength card. It is holding back. The foe is holding back. It may not necessarily feel comfortable with cycles in the Nine of Wands. This could also be someone who's too quickly, who is not even just about people, right? Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge well, it does say others too quickly. But I want to say even just situations and opportunities. It's kind of that energy of sitting back. Oh, that's interesting. I'm being shown in the... Yeah. Well, actually, probably easier. I'm being shown one of the cards in Brian Froud's fairy deck. Oh, what is that? That is... I don't even remember what it's called. I know... Oh, here it is. Is that... Yeah, I think it is. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. It is the gland comber, number 62. It is not good to make decisions when blinded by lust. That could be our own personal desires, too. What I desire in this situation. Whether it is lust for a person, a thing, or an idea. We need to pause and take our time before making actual commitments. That's the energy of the foe. We need to read the fine print, check out the foundations, get a mechanic to test the so beautiful secondhand car. Are we considering buying something? We can refuse to let ourselves be rushed into it and take time to make sure it is really what we think it is. If we are, see, but I feel like that maybe the foe wasn't that, because this feels like the part of the energy that they are transforming. Like they're being strong and they're taking a step back and really starting to get to know things. Yes. If we are considering making a commitment to other people, we need to take our time and really get to know them much better. This is another lesson in seeing the truth behind a beglamored surface, though in this case, it is we who have cast the glamour. Now, I want to say something there too. You may be someone who does not let people get particularly close to you very quickly. Maybe this person judged you in that. That's interesting I would say that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to my finger at you. Although I did give you the other finger a minute ago. We're having fun together, aren't we? So, whose reading was it yesterday where I think it was Virgo. Was it Virgo? There was kind of that energy of someone trying to get to know somebody and it was like, no. Virgo's just like, no. And they were kind of, the friend was coming across as like a big golden retriever, like, hey, how you doing? No. So I don't know. There's a possibility that like, there's a bit of a vibe here of that. You're having a rebirth. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure. Like, I feel like you're taking control of your life in some way here, but there's been, I mean, this is a big sacrifice. Maybe this is even like, maybe you're the boss and people think, well, aren't you a little fucker? Don't you like keep to yourself and not talk to anybody? But that's part of the sacrifice. Is like, you can't be friends with everyone. Huh. Yeah, fascinating. So, okay, now when I look at it like that, have you been in some type of, I say were you because you have the death card. It's almost like something came to an end, it's being reborn. Been in some type of a leadership position. And the sacrifice here is you must maintain the leadership position. And because of that, you can't be everyone's friend. Because it's give me a bit of a vibe of, okay, so because people can feel personally insulted. Again, that's a feeling. They can feel personally insulted, but that is a feeling, that is not a fact. Well, depending on if somebody spit in your face, I'm like, that's a pretty big fucking fact. They just spit in my face. I feel insulted. So I was insulted. Well, yes. Anyways. Kind of woke up in a funny mood today. I'm just going with that. The Four of Wands and the Three of Earth. So that's nice. But, you know, I don't know that I'm done here. This is funny. This started out, I look back, Aquarius's reading was so quick and like, boom, boom, boom. And I just feel like, wow, they've just gotten I should work backwards. And Capricorn will get a short reading and Aquarius will get a really deep one. Okay, your energy, leadership. Your leadership. The King of Swords. Well, aren't you? The King of Swords and the Three of Wands. Oh, well, I kind of want to say you are taking on the idea too that your feelings are not facts. You're leaning more towards facts, and there might be some sort of something that you know in your leadership. Maybe you're getting a new job. I don't know. Or there's some way here that you're taking control over your life. Maybe because you're taking that control, you're understanding things better around you. So then you have the Yule card, the death and rebirth. Oh, how interesting. The King of Wands. So now that kind of comes out like, well, there's your leader of inspiration. There's a leader of inspiration. Huh. Maybe there's some sort of parameters that you've had to work your life around, like rules, laws, regulations. And something's changing here where you're kind of doing your own thing. You're making your own rules. That's what you're doing. Your motive. Sacrifice. 10 of Cups, though. The fuck? Sacrifice. The Page of Pentacles. Oh, it could be something for a child. Well, the 10 of Cups. Well, and it could be. There could be things that you want to do. The Chariot. The 10 of Cups. That just feels like moving away from family. Wow, that's interesting. Well, this just hit deep. Some of you, do some of you have to move away from your child? Some of you move away, like that's odd. Or there's something that's taking place here. Maybe it's the sacrifice is centered around the child. Are you making a decision about your family too? You're like, I don't want my kid growing up with these people. I'm going to go in a different direction here. No one's going to be happy about this. But I mean, the fact the sacrifice is the Page of Pentacles. That is the youngest. It could even be the start of a plan. It feels like an individual though. And you've got this King energy here. Your actions. So your King being like Yang, right? Masculine, so it's active. So the actions that you take with your mind, well, based on your mind, were your thoughts and turning those into physical actions that you're going to take, making things materialize. Your motives are centered around either, for maybe some of you, it could be your own inner child here, keeping it safe, but it's like moving away from the 10 of Cups. Your friend is peace. Boy, the 9 of Swords. Oh. I want to say your friend is trying to get some peace of mind here. This could even be something too where there was a situation where you and another person were rivals or you were foes. But if that situation is gone or it's changed or it's ended, maybe there's no reason here to be foes. But then they get the Mother of Air. So it is like they're clearing their thoughts. The Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, hey, wait a second. You and this friend are mirroring each other in yin and yang. Well, check that out. Because you have the King of Swords and the King of Wands for your energy. And they have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And you're giving rebirth to the King of Wands aspect of yourself. Inspiring, have control over your life, do whatever you want. And they are going into a new cycle. The Queen of Wands. That's crazy. I don't know, maybe it's you. I don't know. It's nice to do readings where it's just about you, but you know what? None of us are an island. We are surrounded by people. It's good to understand ourselves through them and them through us. And anyways, reciprocity. The Ace of Cups. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Your friend is very nice, even if you don't want them to be. The Tower. Wow, this person wants to change traditions. Interesting. This person wants to break down traditions and commitments here. I wonder what that is. Because they're with this peace, reciprocity, and the Ace of Cups. Honestly, like this person just wants... Maybe your feelings have not been good, right? Like your feelings are not facts. And maybe it is now that you know the facts or they know the facts. I don't know. There's going to be a whole lot of facts here with this King and Queen of Swords. It is then making things feel better. the foe is the cycles, and it's like a long time. Maybe you two have been like, oh, the Queen of Swords. The foe's energy is the Queen of Swords. That's you. No, that's your friend. I told you. I know. My guides just showed me the engineer in the archetype deck. Like, I know. Thank you for the dualistic message in this spirit. Gotta go to him. Where is he? The engineer. There he is. Thank you. Wasn't buried too far. Okay. You know what I was saying? Like, your feelings are not facts. Now listen to this one. That you probably, I bring him up so often because I do feel it's so important. The shadow of the engineer in this deck is reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. This is when only logic comes into play and feelings are not considered. That's a shadow of intelligence. That is a shadow of applying intelligence, I guess you could say, with engineering, and building and coming up with solutions and creating a world moving forward, right? In the light, it's the ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. You know, it's all very nice, but I just feel so strongly with this card that the shadow explains the importance of the emotional consequences when we come to decisions. And that is fascinating because I'm wondering here, okay, I got one more card to clarify, but do you know when you can feel really passionate about something? And you could say, like, there's a fine line between love and hate. Like, emotions can be really intense, because I would say that the King and Queen of Wands are very driven. Very driven. They're very passionate. They do charge after their desires in life, right? Your foe is in the energy, and maybe it's been too long to be in this energy of logic. I'm going to wonder here if there's some feelings here that need to be explored. And I don't know in what way. What is that song? Courage, my way doesn't matter. Courage. Maybe that's what should have come at a worse, couldn't come at a worse time. Is that like the 90s? I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know. But, I mean, that's interesting too with King, Queen of Wands. I feel like the friend and the foe are the same person. I feel like you're your own person in this reading. And your cards are very, very different. Like, the friend and the foe keep getting a lot of repeats here. I don't think things can just grow with logic. Things need passion and desire to be infused into them. Our feelings are important too. So, you know, just, you know, I don't know why Jess Puckett would be watching my Scorpio reading. I'm sure she's not. But yeah, you know what? Feelings don't have to be facts, but they should still be considered. So, transformation. Strength. Transforming strength. Wow, the Nine of Cups. When you transform your strength, when you transform your courage, right? Which is funny because that's the next card that I was going to clarify and that song came in. Courage, my word. I'm not sure what he says there. Courage, my word. Couldn't come at a worse time. Maybe it's the courage of holding back feelings and desires, and I don't know. And that's even just like, well, yeah. Stoic. Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Yes, we're clearly confused. Clearly confused, or I know exactly what choice I want to make, because then we're followed by the Magician, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. And then, so why are we sneaking around? I don't know. It's an interesting reading. All right, so I'm going to go do the extended Scorpio for anyone who would like to follow me over there. I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? And what is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your enemy, your foe? Now, I feel strongly that the foe and the friend are the same person. So I feel like how that's going to play out in the reading is if your friend foe is in the more foe-y energy, that's the unexpected for them. And if they're in the more friendly energy, that is the unexpected for them. And you're just, doing your thing here. So thank you so much, Scorpio. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.